Hello, my friend, Dan McDonald again, the Life Regenerator. How are you? I'm going to make another dressing for my friends down here at True North Health. I'm going to really blow them away with this one. And what I've got is a coconut almond basil dressing. Okay, so first of all, I need some coconut water. And I wanted to show this to you all for quite some time now. What I do, if I go to prepare, because sometimes what I'll do is have coconut water with E3 live algae is one of my favorite ways to wake up in the morning, you know. So I'll take 2 or 3 coconuts and I'll open them, and then instead of trying to strain them individually, I used to go like this. I would go like this, and then I would take the strainer and try to get it into the Vitamix. Well, it always makes a mess. So what I do now instead is just go straight into the pitcher. You don't spill a drop, right? And then, this is the water. I should save a little bit of this for the persimmon pudding, shouldn't I? Just a little bit I should save for the persimmon pudding. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to say, just in case I need it, I'm going to make some persimmon pudding here with a little bit of dates in it for dessert. They loved it. They ate it up like crazy. So I'll save a little of this just in case I need it. A little bit more maybe. I can always put it in later. There we go. So that'll be good for the base of the persimmon pudding with a little bit of dates and some soaked almonds. I've got, so what I'm going to do now is show you how to open the coconut. And it looks pretty good. It's actually not the best looking one in the world. So I think I'm going to, I think it's okay. But it's just not the best. I'm not trying to, have anything that's suboptimal. So what I'll do is I'll dig in the fridge here. Now this is optimal, but I want to keep this relatively low fat. So I've got the meat of only 1 in there. So we'll do 1.5 coconuts. But I wanted to just show you how I prepare this coconut here. I know for a lot of you this is a very special treat. I can a lot of times find coconuts on sale, or there's Asian markets, because I travel all over the place. So if I'm in an Asian market, I'll find a case of coconuts for $8, And so what do? I buy 4 or 5 of them, and I've got this gigantic cooler in the back of my truck with ice blocks that last a week. So I'm always golden, I pretty much got this lifestyle down. But I take a knife and I chop off a lot of the brown stuff. Go around here. This is the gourmet. You could just rinse it like that and make sure the woody chunks are off of there, and then you'll be golden. But in a little more gourmet setting, you can get rid of all this brown stuff, and it really just makes it a little bit creamier, a little bit more gourmet. Obviously you don't have to remove every little speck, but this is kind of nice to do sometimes if you're trying to take it to the top levels. Boom, boom. It's nice to have a good sharp knife. Make sure all the woody chunks are out of there, off of there, and you'll be good to go there. Boom. So that's pretty clean. And then you can just toss that. So we got the meat of about 1.5 coconuts. This is a pretty thick one. So that's a good solid amount of coconut meat for this recipe. Probably 1 cup of meat. Now I've got 4 dates after that. Boom. And then I've got 1/2 cup of soaked almonds, okay? Boom. Beautiful, baby. Yummy. Okay, next, this is what I do to strain. See, some of the wood chunks get down in there, right? And so you gotta have a nice fine mesh strainer. There's different sizes, and this one here I feel is just a little bit too big, so some of the wood chunks get through, but this one, a much finer mesh, is far better for this situation. So then I strain it through right into my jar. That way I don't make a mess, basically. Well, that's pretty legit. That's going to be pretty legit right there. Next I've got 5 cloves of garlic. Boom. Okay? And then I think on this one I will just throw the stems in and pulverize it really well. If you were going to go more gourmet, you could take those big ones off, but right now a little bit of fiber isn't going to hurt anybody. So let's toss those in. And then I have 2 bundles of dill here. I don't know if I'll put them both in or not. I don't want to overpower the dill over the basil, so I might just hold off and maybe sprinkle that basil. I might put the basil into the corn relish, maybe. We'll see how this whole thing turns out here. Anyways, the next step is to simply pulverize. And my lid is right there. And you've got a nice gourmet dressing. It's not really that low fat, but still a very good dressing. This will be enough for about 8 or 10 people, maybe even 12 or 15. Beautiful, thank you. Dan McDonald does not edit. Sorry about that. Or maybe you like the fact that I don't edit. You know I'm not cheating. I'm going to whack that again real good to make sure it's real smooth. There you go. So coconut, almonds, dill, basil, garlic, and dates. So I hope you enjoyed that recipe. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Dan McDonald, I'm the Life Regenerator. Of course, there's a link down below. I've got 5 DVDs available at this time with a lot more recipes and inspiration so that you can learn how to apply much more wholesome, raw, living foods to your lifestyle, which I think is going to be very, very beneficial. So peace be with you. God bless your family. I appreciate your time today. It's always fun to be in the kitchen with you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.